on virtual platform. We have been talking to each other virtually almost for a year now, and it's great to be now on a video call with you. So about me, I am a happiness coach from International Coaching Federation. I'm also a Heal Your Life workshop leader. That means I follow on the works of Louise Hay, Wayne Dyer, and I work with corporates as well as individuals within coaching relationship, individual coaching sessions as well as group coaching sessions, training programs, and we develop a happy workplace, happy individuals, and that's what my work is all about.
Great, great. So you are giving something to the people who they are actually seeking.
Yes, most of us are in the pursuit of happiness. And I say us because I was also there. I was working in corporate. And when I saw the culture and the way of work, I felt there is a high need of bringing into the workplace. And that's why I, did my studies on the specialization. I created a niche for happiness. And soon I have seen so much of change coming in. Before COVID and after COVID, even more. So many organizations are coming forward to learn more about well-being and resilience. And it is a great change, a positive change that I'm noticing.
Okay, superb, superb. How you go about it? Like, what is the operations you do to get happiness quotient increased in the working people at various levels?
Right. So that's a very good question, Rajesh, because what happens is when you think of happiness or well-being, some of us relate to it as a spiritual topic, and we think this is beyond, the day-to-day of our living, and it is something where we need to be away from what we are doing. But that's not happiness is all about. Happiness is actually a science. It's very much brain related. And now so many researches are happening in universities like Harvard and Oxford, where they are studying happiness in detail and relating it to how it actually is working on your brain cells, your hormones, to give you that happy way of thinking, living, and being. And I use that kind of science even in my workshops and coaching sessions. Coaching again is very mindset focused. So we involve in, if it is a group coaching, we give them questions to introspect on. And from there, the answers come from within. So the change that you seek is mostly within. And it is just a little bit of probing and helping and hand holding from where the change actually happens.
Oh, so great. So great of you. Actually, any success story you would like to share here with our audience by your coaching, by training, by the sessions, group of people or individual become so happy and ecstatic that he is now, really looking life in a different perspective.
Yes, there are lots of beautiful moments that I have faced and experienced in my coaching sessions. And I think that's not only just a success story, that's also my motivating factor to be here, what I'm doing today. So when I meet my clients, when they tell me how their life has changed. So as a coach, it is very confidential, and I would not like to take the name of the companies that I have worked with or the individuals that I have worked with, but the kind of changes that they have experienced in their life, and when they come back and they, for example, a man introducing me to his wife saying the relationship is because of you, or a leader coming to me and saying, this promotion is because of you. So something like this moments are such motivating factors, and you really feel that there has a positive transformation that has happened in someone's life. And that is every success story. I think every positive transformation that happens in my client's life is my success story, and it's my motivating factor that keeps me going.
Good. While making the people happy, do you feel any time little low, and then how you pep up your happiness again?
Yes, absolutely. Each one of us faces emotions, and so do I. And many people say that being a happiness coach, you must be always smiling and happy. No, that's not the truth. There are days when I feel low. There are days when I cry. There are days when I'm angry. So that all emotions which we feel as humans is also experienced by me. The only difference that I see since the time I have taught myself the secret of happiness, the way of living a positive mindset life, is that earlier I would take a longer time to come over that emotion. For example, if I'm angry, I would sulk over that matter for 2 to 3 days. Whereas now I am able to come out of that situation much more quickly. And I do the same things which I tell others to do. So I do mindfulness techniques, I do meditation. I'm a very regular meditator. I journal, I take time for myself. And for example, now during this uncertain time, the pandemic, we all are facing emotions. And some days are really good, but someday when you talk to a client or to a friend who's not going through a good time, I also feel low and need of some motivation. And that's the time again I connect with myself or do things which I always put in my posts and my workshops to practice, which is self-care and journaling and meditation. I think these things help me come out of it, and it can help all of us. So anyone practicing these things like meditation, gratitude, journaling, this will definitely help people come out of those emotional states which are not helping them to move forward and be in a happier state of mind.
Wonderful, wonderful. You're so frank. You accepted that, yes, you are also facing some issues, but you overcome so you overcome by various techniques which you mastered it. Very nice. Any message to our audience?
I think the only message that I feel is very important at this time is that the time will definitely change. The pandemic right now that we are facing will get over. But what we use this time as is what is most important. Whether how we think is the most important thing right now. So instead of saying I'm stuck at home, if we change our perspective and say we are safe at home, that brings a whole new perspective to the way you are thinking. So that was just an example. I would definitely encourage you to think more where you are thinking stuck, where you're feeling stuck, and change it to feeling safe or feeling a growth that is coming forward for you.
Okay, superb. Now you have to tell me your best 3 wishes yet to be fulfilled, and you want to fulfill them.
I didn't expect that. Okay, so 3 wishes that I want to fulfill. All right, so I think this is the first time I'm sharing this on an open platform, but maybe hopefully it will soon. So I'm working on a book. I want it to get out soon and help individuals. What I really want to achieve through that book is to spread more happiness. So I wish that happens. And my second wish is definitely to bring some of the Indian companies, and not only Indian companies, some Maharatnas and Indian companies that I'm working with, on a global platform to see how they have incorporated happiness as one of their strategies and the kind of change they have experienced. So I want to definitely bring it at a global platform. And the third wish is definitely for the pandemic to get over and all of us to stay happy and safe.